replicate Blacklist strategy with Matilda, with
Bull
Barrett's
experience.
Yeah, Bull, ultimate Bull experience indeed. And we have to see her because it is the composition coming from side of GEEK is quite squishy actually. With Kagura, sure, it can burst Beatrix, especially in the mid game, but they really need to make sure that Kagura is ahead though. They have the items, the burst magic is there, the burst power is there, but if they're behind, it is going to be a tough job. But audience prediction by TikTok here, there now.
76% for the side of GEEK as compared to 24% for the side of Rebellion. So even though GEEK has not been able to have a good time, they are still able to win the masses. There's a lot of hope here, I feel, for Beloyski as well as Jana Cutie. But ladies and gentlemen, both compositions have been set in stone here. Are you Team GEEK or are you Team Rebellion? As now we're going straight into the Land of Dawn of game number 1 between GEEK as well as RBL.
Let's talk about the winning conditions first as we jump into the Land of Dawn. GEEK have one win condition, and that's pick off the Pheromones before he gets too ahead, before he's even able to use his Cult Altar. But that's not really going to happen here with the amount of sustain and even just disengage potential that Rebellion's composition has. Beloyski is doing a whole lot in the early game already with this Natalia, but as we all know, this hero falls off very hard in the late game.
I gotta give the early game into the side of Rebellion Zion though. Wow, Beloyski with that Natalia can extract that Lethal Wanderer. Wow. But yeah.
He is able to get that Lethal Wanderer, but the question is, what else can he do with this? Understanding that Rebellion Zion, I guess the only possible hero that he can target is going to be that Beatrix in the long run.
Indeed. And yeah, I do want to add that early game I gotta give to the side of Rebellion Zion. But remember, Kagura, Claude, mid-game, especially late game, after what, 3-4 items, it is going to be tough for Rebellion Zion to find expected team fights, so they really need to pressure the early game.
But look at this, already aggressive movements from the side of GEEK putting a little damage onto Suelo, but not enough to hinder his movements for now. We see Fearless rotating towards that bottom side, looking for that gold buff, and we'll see if Luke is able to actually steal that away from him.
Well, top side though, again, they're just putting pressure onto Highs, even though you can kind of say that these little few gangs won't really matter that much, as even Highs was able to actually win out in the trade in the 2v1. But this little poke that happens throughout the game in the early stage actually does help out the Claude that is losing in the early stage of the game. Let's see top side though.
Top side though is going to be Highs getting taken down though, but there is going to be mirror movements from the side of Rebellion Zion on the bottom side. Fearless is able to get that turtle as they were able to set it up first. So a 1-for-1 trade plus a turtle for the side of Rebellion Zion. Still worth it for RBZ here in that early game.
Well, you know what? I actually think it's worth it for GEEK The turtle has not really been the right objective to take in the early stage. If you want to snowball, if you want to look for leads, you go to the gold lane, help your gold laner out, and in return, you're going to get a whole lot of that turret gold. And you can see with that 1-for-1, they actually took a turret here though.
Val is going to be the center of all the attention from the side of GEEK He is going to be taken down though, and now Elzura already opening up the map, but Fearless is able to find him first.
A very slow tempo game here for the early game. Sure, it is a total with 3 kill points, but it seems like the rotations from Zarif GEEK as well as Rebellion Zion, they do not seek for that team fight, big team fight for that turtle. They look for mirror plays, and it seems like they want to play it safe. GEEK they want to farm the Claude. Meanwhile, for Rebellion Zion, they are playing more of the map control. We have to see here which playstyle will pay off.
Beloyski already looking for a target here. He goes on to Suelo, is actually able to take him down. Val is forced to retreat for now, but look at this. Fearless comes into the midst of it all. He does use this and is able to use that Deteno's welcome on to the Natalia, and Beloyski is going to be going down as well. So already trades happening for both teams.
But it's the same thing as we saw from the statistics. Most average deaths per game. Why? Because he keeps on making these things happen, creating space for his team to eventually go in and look for those trades. But now Elzura gonna get caught.
Oh no, circling eagle onto Elzura. Luckily, Suelo was not there, but oh my god, Elzura is actually going to be taken down. Where did Tyron come from? He just went in for the engage, got the kill, and it is going to be worth it for them right now.
Again, Tyron providing flanks, and he's not done. He is harassing forcing Janakiri to use the Retribution and Iron.
He's gonna go down, Gani, as well as Mirko, and now Rebellion. They're actually able to get that turtle, so it was kind of a distraction here for the side of Rebellion Zion.
Well, you know, right now, GEEK fam are looking fresh. Almost as fresh as the new Axe effect with the new upgraded dual action Dio body spray.
Ooh.
It's the new Axe.
Axe effect. And well, Rebellion with the Axe effects, they are still invading.
They're still invading here. What is going to happen though? But the Thanos welcome does get opened up here. Janacutie is going to be the person on the back foot. But look at this, Janacutie able to get away for now, and still such aggressive movements, yet really good counter engages happening.
We are now about to enter the mid game here, folks, so perhaps tempo has switched. But yeah, taking a look at the items. I mean, Claude already securing that DHS, but I really like the steel leg plates. He still respects the damage coming from side of Beatrix, and on the other side, yeah, not the other side, but Julian already with that genius wand, realizing that no Athenas were built, but a Matilda is on his way. So we'll have to see here the effectiveness, the movements, and yeah, still Natalia with no Blade of Heptasy, so the damage output isn't really there.
And you gotta remember that Rebellion Zion's composition is very similar to Blacklist, right? Ultimate bonding experience means that they will start to group up very, very soon. Once we hit that power spike, most probably for Highs, they're waiting for Highs to get the BOD. Once he does, with the Hunter Strike as well, that he's already gotten, it's gonna be so much damage placed from him. He always can just use the Wesker and the Renner to avoid a Natalia, but up top, there's already a fight.
Oh, but a really instant engage here as the BMI was popped up as really on time, but on the flip side, it's going to be Dire and taken down in 2v1 situation, and on the top side, it's going to be just trades happening after trades as Beloyski is able to get Highs off the map, and that is so worth it as the Yin Yang overturn connects once again, and Suelo is going to be the next one to fall. We see Fearless as well as Val actually opened up that flicker as well as that circling eagle onto Beloyski. Will they be able to commit onto this? The answer is yes, Beloyski is going to fall next.
Very good picks by GEEK fam. Again, their composition with the kill pressure that they have on the Julian and on the Natalia Kagura is going to be massive. They're using it really well, and they're baiting Rebellion Zion over to the other sides of the map for them to take the turrets. And wow, Jana!
What?
Oh my god, Janacutie was able to steal the turtle away from Rebellion Zion, even though it was Rebellion being able to get that first setup.
Out of nowhere, he comes in and then, yeah, just press that Retribution, but top side is still the pressure, it's still the focus of both teams. We'll have to see another engage.
Okay, Suelo goes in aggressively, but look at the damage coming in from Kodera. As look at that, the Yin Yang overturn does the damage as well. Fearless here looking to do what he can. The Tenos welcome gets popped up, but what can he do in a 3v1 situation? The answer is just simply run away because of how sustainable he is. Beloyski once again looking for an engage. This is a sandwich play coming in from GEEK fam. You see that the damage from Janacutie has not been there yet as the Yin Yang overturn once again happens, and killing spree gets popped up by the side of GEEK fam.
Brilliant plays across the map by GEEK fam. They know exactly what they're up against, and this is just Beloyski having that knowledge. I have faced Blacklist. I know what you're trying to do. If I split you up constantly and force you guys to stay in your lane by just putting pressure into every single one of the lanes, then you're never going to have that pressure. You're never going to have a chance to group up and use that Faramis properly.
Man, and GEEK fam now already using that pressure to take away all these objectives on the board. Even the jungles from the side of Rebellion Zion, one by one, they are being asphyxiated.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the rotation here from side of Rebellion is just so limited, and yeah, forced to use that call alter away, so a huge resource burns, and GEEK fam, they are in a healthy lead. 5,000 gold lead here in what, almost 9 minutes of play, and it seems like they need to translate. Remember, Kagura Claude mid game is where they are going to feel it.
I thought it was a mistake. GEEK fam left the Faramis open, going for the first pick Natalia, but we really are seeing Beloyski shine on the Natalia, splitting the map up again, and this is the common Onyx PH banana split combination of heroes that we're seeing, and even the strategy that they're putting on the map. You can see though, Val, he's not really having a good game right here on the Matilda, one of his signature picks, but he's just getting harassed by Beloyski. The pressure is enough for them to pick up a turtle, I mean a lord for free.
I mean, look at that. GEEK fam already on the back line, dealing the amount of damage. But what happened?
Luke?
Elzura was able to take down Suelo, and Heis is going to be the next one to fall. Fearless here might be the next one to go down, and that is going to be 3 kills for the side of GEEK fam. That was just so well done. They were able to get that Lord, and Luke was able to get all those distractions at the top side, and even taking a kill instead.
And now it's getting out of control. Rebellion Zion, they're just looking for the scraps. They have to use their battle spells defensively. And look at that gold lead. It is beautiful for GEEK fam. They have an 8.4 thousand gold lead, and this is going to get scarier. A pick composition getting this much gold in the early stage is definitely not what you want to encounter as Rebellion Zion.
Yeah, I mean, the economy lead translates to the item as well. Kadira, who has 3 items, Wind of Nature as well, is very, very active already. And yeah, take a look at Kagura as well, already with 2 items, so a lot of burst from physical and as well as magical. Rebellion Zion, they are 2 behind, but take a look at top side.
Yeah, wait a second here. Dyron might be caught. Jana Cutie was there to follow up, but look at that. Dyron is actually able to outplay the situation, taking down Beloyski and still able to survive. Jana Cutie, though, won't let that fly. And Jana Cutie says bye-bye to Dyron as well. It is going to be the Lord being pushed in that bottom side, but it gets taken down rather fast here. And now, what has GEEK fam able to get out of it?
With the first Lord, this is actually still very valuable. If you are able to push your opponents all the way to just your base turrets, then it is still a very worth it first Lord. However, this can be a problem from GEEK fam. You don't really see a lot of siege potential. You see a whole lot of damage though, Gani.
Yeah, I mean, 5 members, all members from GEEK fam is sitting at top 5. Damage dealt by Axe here, so it's, yeah, it's so evident that the impact, the rotation, the game plan from GEEK fam is working very well. Initially, I thought in the early game, Rebellion Zion could have the control, but man, boy was I wrong. Now mid-game, it is the game for Claude and as well as Kagura.
Falling Star Moon lands onto Val as well as Fearless, but nothing too much fancy. But wait a minute, Alzura goes in with the Yin Yang Overturn, but luckily there is the Flicker to help him out. The Cult Altar also gets popped up, and Jana Cutie running away for his life. But look at the commitment coming in from Suelo. He goes in with the Flicker, is able to get out, but Jana Cutie gets the outplay onto Dyron. Tyron is actually going to be the one to fall. 3 members already taken down from the side of Rebellion Zion, and once again, GEEK fam come out on top.
Jana QT, my goodness. Oh my god, that was so good. He spaced that team fight out perfectly, using the Winter Truncheon bait out a few more abilities from Dyron. Oh my god, Jana, he's back. This is Hades. He's coming back in form.
I feel like Rebellion Zion needs to be aware that they are so behind on gold, so they really need to pick their fights. I mean, they can't go 5v5, hard engage, just like they did before. Of course, they're gonna get wiped, and with the mechanics from Jana, with the jukes from all members from GEEK fam, they can capitalize and find the effective team fights. And take a look, another neutral objective secured with this Lord that is now in hands of Eterna. This might be the closing Lord push.
And take a look at the players' gold by UBS Gold here, Gani and Eterna. It's very rare that we get to see a jungler as #1 nowadays. It's mostly just the gold laner. But Jana, he's picking up so many objectives, even taking a whole lot of enemy jungle creeps, and they might just be looking for another steal on to the purple buff. Jana is on that top side, and they're just setting up for the siege right now. GEEK fam is trying to bait out that retribution, and they successfully do it. Fermis still has the Cult Altar for this fight, though.
Yeah, right now it's going to be GEEK fam here going in for the engage. The siege here, as that Lord is going to be marching down in that bottom side. Rebellion Zion for the moment is looking for something, but Fearless gets the Detenus Welcome, pushes him in under the turret. He doesn't receive a numerous amount of damage though. He's actually still able to survive this time around. Cult Altar is going to be forced to be picked up, and Suelo is able to be taken down. So does Val, as Beloyski once again onto the hands of Fearless is able to take him down, and once again, that was a clean victory for GEEK fam.
A stomp. That was a stomp. No fair